people sometimes forget the power of presentation. And sometimes if you're able to present your project in a very wonderful way, it can really bolster your chances of winning a hackathon. So you really want to also focus on your presentation because it's just as important as your project and whatever you come up with your team.
Hi, my name is Toby.
Hi, my name is Shegun.
And welcome to MorganHacks Diaries, episode 3. Shegun, I just registered for this hackathon, and to be honest, I have no idea what tools to use or like how to prepare for it. What do I do?
Oh, first off, I really appreciate the fact that you're investing in yourself by going to a hackathon. That's nice, but don't worry. If you're confused on what to do or how you're gonna fit in, don't worry. Hackathons are about learning and about getting experience and networking. So I trust that you'll be very, very nice. You'll be fine.
So what do I need to get started? Like, what's the first thing I need to know?
So for a hackathon, you're mostly going to code, and you need a code editor to write your code in. And one code editor that most people use is called VS Code. It's this lightweight and super fast, easy to use platform that people use to like write code and run their code. And I feel like that would work for you.
Yeah, I heard it. I'm a bit familiar with VS Code here. So how about like collaborating? Like how do I share my code with my team? What do I do?
Okay, so when you're working with a team and you're coding and your teammates are coding too, there's something called version control. And that's how you're able to keep track of changes to your code base over time. And one wonderful platform that people use for version control is Git. And the code is stored on GitHub. So you can use Git for version control to collaborate with your teammates.
GitHub, that's the one with the repositories, right?
Yeah. Actually, they also have a student developer pack.
Oh, really?
It helps you because it has free web hosting services and domains and all of that stuff to just help you get started. And I feel like for your hackathon, it would be a wonderful fit.
Yeah, I'll definitely sign up for that. That sounds amazing. How about like collaborating with my team? How do we communicate?
Communication is key in a hackathon. That's a very key and important aspect of a hackathon because you're going to learn how to work with your teammates. So you want to be able to collaborate with your teammates and have your tasks shared amongst your teammates in an optimal way. And you want to use like a platform such as Slack or Discord to message your teammates from time to time. And you also want to use something like ClickUp, some form of task manager. You understand what I'm saying?
Yeah.
To just keep track of who's doing what and what time because it helps your team be organized in the hackathon.
Yeah, that makes sense.
Yeah,
that makes sense. I'll definitely try that out. And like for a project idea, I might need users. So like, what is it? Is things called like a database? Like, how do I like use it? What would you recommend me to use? You know?
Okay, so there are multiple databases and databases are used to store data. So for the purposes of a hackathon, you're not mostly going to be dealing with too much amounts of data. So you want to use something quite small and something that fits your use case. I would say you can use something like SQL or MongoDB for your use case. That would work just fine for you. Yeah, Toby.
Yeah, that makes sense. That makes sense. Definitely start, getting ready before the hackathon.
Yeah, sure.
Yeah, and for presentation, right? Like after like I make the project, like how do I like demo it? What do you guys use for that?
Toby, as someone that has gone to hackathons, I can give you this this good tip, right? This tip is that people sometimes forget the power of presentation. And sometimes if you're able to present your project in a very wonderful way, it can really bolster your chances of winning a hackathon. So you really want to also focus on your presentation because it's just as important as your project and whatever you come up with your team. So you can use PowerPoint or slides for your presentation. You can also use something like Canva or Figma to like have diagrams to show if that makes more sense.
It
depends on what you feel would fit your use case. And presentations is key. They're key. They're very important, and we always have to make sure that we present ourselves to the best of our ability.
Thanks, man. That was really helpful. So in summary, what you're saying is I use VS Code to learn how to code or any other editor. Then I use GitHub for sharing my code and collaborating with like my teammates. And I should not forget to sign up for a GitHub Student Developer Pack because there's like lots of packages, right? And then you said use Notion for like task management, like so we could like delegate tasks to my teammates, and you said Slack was for like communication also. Yeah, can't forget that. And lastly, to demo Figma, PowerPoint, or other presentation applications I can use. That makes it. Thanks, man. That was really helpful.
Yeah, for sure. Wait, Toby, before I forget, what hackathon did you say you registered for?
Oh yeah, it's MorganHacks 2025, which is coming up April 26 to 27 at the LG Gray School of Business building at Morgan State University.
Oh wow, that's nice. Toby, make sure to use all the tips and tricks that I shared with you for your hackathon, and good luck, man. I'm sure you can have this.
Yeah, I'm definitely hacked up. Thank you, man.
Have a wonderful one.